Hi guys, welcome to the BMW Clubsport channel, and today it is time for an interior detail on this car. So we've done the paint job on the front and I need to give the car a bit of a wash. Got a meeting on Saturday, Clubsport meeting, so I want to have the car looking reasonable. I think it's going to rain on Saturday, so I'm not going to spend too much time on it, but I am going to do the interior today. So it's going to be a full detail, so obviously the mats have got to come out. I'm just kidding. Yes, so mats out, seats are going to be coming out right now, both front seats, and possibly, I don't think I need to take this back seat base out, although it's very simple to do so. I actually don't think I need to. It was cleaned under there not so long ago when we did the fuel pump, so I think we're going to be okay. But yeah, basic wear and tear, obviously cleaning the kick plate here and the door jambs. What the hell is that? Someone testing an alarm. I know that there's some crap down the passenger seat, so we'll be getting that out. All this in here, I'm going to be trying to clean up the leather a little bit. It's a bit worse for wear, so I'm going to use some diluted G101. Actually, G101 is probably not the right thing to use, because I think, if I remember right, G101 says don't use it on leather and stuff like that, so I'm not even going to do that. But I do have some leather cleaner. I'm going to use a magic eraser and the steam. I'm going to use my steam cleaner first to try and pull that ingrained dirt out. Steam cleaner is very effective here. But this, I don't think this is dirt. I think this is just the colour of the seat underneath, if you know what I mean. But we're going to have a look. I think this is just completely just worn, and that's the colour underneath. Kind of gives it a bit of character, to be honest. Same with these crackings up here, you know. Don't know, but I'm sure we can make it look a little bit better. The steam cleaner can get all the stuff out of the pores here, but I've recently cleaned this a little. But even down here by the speaker, you might not be able to see it, to be honest, but it's a bit dirty. Certain angles. I have a little creature here. That looks a bit. He's decided to live in my car, so hopefully I won't disturb him. And yeah, just basically around here where dirt gathers, just get the steam cleaner in there with the magic eraser. It'll literally just lift that stuff off. Dust. You know, this car's not had a proper interior clean for a while, so going to start by getting the seats out. So on the front here we have a couple of nuts, and on the back we have bolts. So I just want to get these covers out, these covers off. Oh, great, where's that gone? Oh well. Oh, now then. Yeah, okay, I've lost that back there. That's not a problem. So I'm just going to take these off. I'm not sure what size it is. I think it's a 7. Oh, actually, no, there we go. It's a 16 mil. Alright, so we're going to put that on there. Front and back, both seats out, stored in the garage, and then we can get to work on the carpets in here. Alright, so I'll be back when the seats are out. Alright, so I've got the seat undone. So these are the bolts at the rear, and then you have these two nuts at the front. I did find this other plastic bit. Now then, I've got the key out, but I do not have the battery unplugged. The battery is still on, but so the thing is, I don't know whether this is now going to throw up an error on the dash for the airbags, because I'm about to disconnect the wires underneath the seat. So if it does, it's not a problem for me. I can just clear it with the diagnostics tool. If you're not sure, then unplug the battery before you unplug any of the wires. I think while the key's not in and the ignition's not on though, I'm not sure if it's going to be an issue. You might still get away with it, but yeah, if you're not sure about the light coming on the dash, then I would disconnect your battery at this time. Right, so to get the seat out, I'm just going to pull this backwards, and we have this cable under here. Now I've got to try and remember how to do this. Does this yellow bit pull out? Okay, we've got this black bit at the side. Oh, if I hear this Monty Python tune from Miss Ice Cream Band one more time, I swear to God. Oh, we have this cable too. Yeah. Okay, so there's... Let me get this one out. So we've got that cable up there, and it looks like there's another connector at the back. So 3 cables here. I have to try and remember how to get this one out though. Okay, right. Okay, there we go. There you go. That this pulls to the side, and then that just comes out. And then, as if that's not enough. Oh, that's it. No, we're good. We're good. I didn't even need to take that one out, guys. It's all part of the. All right. It's been a while since I've taken this seat out. It's probably been like over a year since I've had the seat out. Am I going in the right way around? Looks like it. There we go. Okay. So yeah, all these gubbins at the back, they're all self-contained. So it's just a case of taking that one out, really. All right. Wow, look at the stain under this. Let's see if we can get that out. And all this crud down here. All right. See what we can do. Right, so going to bring the seat out very carefully, not to damage the paint, and pop it in the garage, and then we'll do the other one. Alright, so once those 2 are done, I'll be back. Well, BMW saved the day. 8-way adjustable seats, kind of came in handy just now. I just put this onto the nut there, and it fell back, and as you can see, I do not have a lot of wiggle room. I've got the first aid kit under here, and at the back, putting the hand down the back of the chair underneath, no room. It's all cables and motors, but thankfully, using the uplift here, I was able to lift the seat up and get my hand under. Oh man, there's some crap on these seats, on these carpets I mean. Yeah, I'm starting to wish I'd never messed with these carpets now. Yeah, this is the cable for my going back to the sub, which once the seat's in its proper position you don't see it anyway. Alright, so we're going to get the back ones out now, and I tell you something guys, these seats are heavy. For me they are anyway. And I've only got one cap on this one. There's my workman's cup of tea. Yeah, you can see the whole cup is designed to be, look like it's a what do you call it, a working man's mug. Alright, I'll be back. Right guys, I can't say that I'm not ashamed to show you this, but here is the interior of my car. Like I said, I've not had this side out before. Look at this. And this, I have no idea what this is or if I can even get it out. I have no idea. I mean, I would have probably said I couldn't get this out, but I should be able to minimize it a bit. But it's underneath the seat, so I don't know what all this black stuff is. I guess just, don't know, stones and bits and pieces. I don't know what the hell. Spillage here. I should be able to get rid of this, whatever that is, and these stains here. We'll hand brush them out first and then possibly use the drill brush later. It's a very fine what's the word, shag? Well, let's put it this way, it's not cheap carpet. You can, just by the feel of it, you can tell this isn't a cheap carpet. This is like something you'd have in the living room. It's got a lovely feel to it. Back here is where it's cleanest. That feels really, really nice. Now, the drill brush, the only downside of using a drill brush, of course, is it's rotary. So if you've got cheap, crappy carpets, well, you might not worry too much if it's cheap, crappy carpets. but they can allow the tufts to clump up because it's rotating and you get like a clumpy thing, but you can brush that out later, I suppose. Have a look at this, that's really in there. Under this seat I found £1.50, so I'm up on the deal already, and a 32 gigabyte micro SD card, and I've just ordered one from Amazon which is coming today, a 16 gig one for my sat nav, because my sat nav one decided to go bye-byes. I'm trying to focus this. The sat nav one is it wasn't holding in. Every time I did a map update I got an error, so I've got a new one coming. So again we have weird brown stains here. I might be able to get those out. Still got some remains of glass here from when the window exploded, which I think was my fault. I over tightened a screw. Got some hairs in there which I don't know if they're mine. This one might, that one's not mine, and I think that belongs to the wee doggy, Rusty. That looks like a doggy hair. I hope so. If I've had any females in this car, I don't remember. Okay, so yeah, lots of dust up there. Might remove this center console as well, just to get in those corners. I don't know whether I'll need to. So that's just a case of popping this out, popping the gator out, the gear gator, a couple of screws, gets this off. Then we can get access to some screws to get this off. I think we've got to take out something at the back as well in order to get the screws at the back. It's not the biggest job in the world, but we might be able to get away without removing that, because I don't want to spend, you know, bundles and bundles of time. Now pay special attention to this vinyl here and the state of it. I'm going to steam clean this. Wait till it's finished, guys. Wait till it's finished. I'm going to put a couple of bags around here, I think, because I'm going to be spraying stuff in here, so I might just wrap this up just to protect them from any wetness. Of course, in the handbrake where crap gets, and then I've got to take that out, clean that out. Got stuff in there as well, so yep, got nothing to hide. Just basically crap in here. This is just an adapter for the small one, and yeah, right, and we better get to work then. So the first thing is going to be getting the dirt out, so we'll get the vacuum cleaner out and we'll get those cables covered up. Looking forward to this, guys. At least it's my car I get to do this time. I'm normally valeting neighbours' cars, but this time it's for me. Okay, that is the interior of this side, brushed and hoovered. So we've got all the bits out. Looks a bit better. Now the only thing that ever concerns me about doing shampooing carpets is, unless you use the extractor, which I'm probably going to have to do anyway, once you shampoo the carpets, they're obviously a bit wet. So I think I'll probably store the car tonight with the windows open, because the carpets are still going to be a little bit damp when I'm done. And look at this detail here. There's supposed to be a nut that goes on there, but this actually just pops into there. It gets screwed down. Yeah, detail. So got the console apart as well. I'm going to get the hoover into there, even do that. Of course you never see it, but be better with this off, but another day maybe. So yeah, shampooing this is one thing. I'll just leave the carpets damp, but today's quite warm, so they'll probably dry naturally. So the sooner I get these wet, the sooner I'll get it dry. Let's see, there's some really tough stuff here, but you know, we'll, if I can loosen this up a little. We'll have to get some shampoo on here. Now I've got two choices. I can use Autoglym interior shampoo, which that's what I'm going to be using, and I also have some Mcguire's heavy duty all-purpose cleaner, which you can use on fabric, and it works very well on things like your mats, stuff like that. But if these stains prove a little bit stubborn, then I will start to use that on this one. I'll do this area first, because if anything goes wrong with the discoloration or whatever reaction to the fabric, it can happen here where it doesn't matter. Alright, but I don't think it will. I've not had any issues so far, but I will do a test area just to be sure, and then I can get onto those stains over there, which I think will just come out with normal stuff. And then I've got the drill brush to use if I think I should. I might just do manual scrubbing. Yeah, again, I might just do a test area down here with the drill brush, see what this comes out like. I don't want to mess up the carpet, you know, fibers too much, but these are really short fibers, so I don't think it's going to be a problem. But I'm going to test this area, and if it works out satisfactory, then I'll do the rest of the carpets. Alright guys, that is the carpets hoovered. Now I haven't done the mats, I'll do the mats separately. So next stage is to do the shampooing. So we're going to get some, I'm going to have to use heavy duty on this mark. So let me just show you what I'm going to use. Just going to have a walk into the garage here, so come and join me. My seats here, my mats, my filthy mats here. So we're going to be using Mcguire's heavy duty multi-purpose cleaner. Now one second while I just get my thing sorted out. So as you can see, it says powerful formula, easily removes dirt, grease and grime, safe and effective on vinyl, rubber, plastic, fabric and more. And it is actually very good on fabric. So let me just grab a cloth. These are all my clean cloths. The dirty ones are all in the washing machine. Now, as you may or may not know, George here is wet and dry, so I can remove the bag and put in the shampoo, and I can actually use George to shampoo the carpets, and then we can turn it on and extract as well with this. So the reason I bought George is that you can use this in the house as well. But the Spot Clean Pro, as good as that is, and I would really like one, I could really only use that probably only in the car. So my next step should be to use the drill brush dry, because any dirt that's still inside the fibers will just get ripped out and just get pulled out of the fabric with the drill brush. So it would be useful to use that, but then you would need to hoover the car once again to get all the dust, because yeah, it would. But I'm going to skip that stage just for the sake of time. So let me get this cable out the way and this cable out the way, and I'm just going to squirt some in here just to, I'm going to just let it soak in. I don't know what this is or where it's come from. Am I focusing in the right spot? I'm just going to let that soak in. I have put quite a bit in there. I'm not going to use the entire stuff. I'm not going to do the entire carpet on that. I've got to come in here again now, so come with me. So in my Autoglym stuff, I've got this as well, odor eliminator, but you really only want to use a little bit of that. So I think it's in my bucket, to be honest. I think it's this. There we go, Autoglym interior shampoo. This is what I want to be using. Cleans and freshens carpets, fabric, upholstery and plastics. Yes, so you can use it on your doors and even the center console. It's pretty good stuff actually, if I'm honest. Right, let's get the drill brush on this and see where we go. In fact, we can have some idea. Or maybe just brushing it. Ooh, guys, ooh, it's turning brown. That's a good thing. Yeah, the fact that it's turning brown. Sorry about the sunlight coming out. Yeah, I did put some here as well. But the fact that this is turning brown is a good thing, because it means, does this come out? Can we screw this out? No. Are we focused here? It means that it's probably going to come out, or some of it is. Now again, this is a part of the carpet that you won't be able to see. It's definitely lightened it up, that's for sure. So maybe to get rid of it fully, we'd need the drill brush, because the drill brush does so many operations per second, or so many brushes per second. I'm thinking like a computer here. So many brushes per second. I did put a lot on, didn't I? That's why I've got a lot of foam here. But this Mcguire's heavy duty is actually really pretty good. Let me just wipe off this excess crap here. And you can see already that it's still there, but barely. Yeah. So it does make a difference. This is pretty good stuff. So I'm just going to spray a bit more on now, some fresh stuff, and we'll get the drill brush, and I'll let you know how it turns out. Alright, so she's not going to get any cleaner than this, guys, but I don't know if, firstly, this was the worst stain in the entire car by a mile. It was deep dark brown. I've used the drill brush, I've done it by hand, I can't get this out. I don't know if I don't even know if it's savable in terms of, you know, restoring the colour back. Probably not, but yeah. Carpet's actually, now that you just wipe it with one of these, carpet's pretty dry. So that's going to be, but if I can get that dark stain to that level, imagine what I'm going to do with these stains down here. I'm going to be able to wipe these out probably, I hope. Not sure about this one, but we'll do our best. Now, the other thing is I've only worked on this area, but can you see the colour difference? Drill brushed and not drill brushed. Yeah. Right, so this is this side shampooed, brushed manually, pretty much, 95%, 99%, 98%. Whatever. It was done with this, and drill brush just to get in the corners there, but I think we can agree that this is a damn sight better now. And the carpet, because it's nice and warm today, these carpets are pretty much dry. Look at the way the depends how you look. If you go that way, you get a different, like mowing a lawn, I suppose. Yeah, so if you compare that now with the side that's not been done, I'm sure you can appreciate the difference. So again, starting up here and working back, let's get it done. Alright guys, I'm going to try and show you this with one hand. I don't think I can, because I need to press this and operate this. This is my steam cleaner, little silver crest one, and I'm going to steam clean this. So it's going to be very difficult to do this while holding the phone. Let's try. Sorry if I'm not getting the camera focused in the right place, but I'm sure you can appreciate the difficulty in doing multitasking. Just go all around the edges here and just let that soak in for a little bit. Give that a wipe, and this just gets the majority of it out. And I'm sure you can appreciate that's a little bit cleaner. So now we're going to put some of that shampoo on, give it a brush, another steam clean, and if that doesn't work, we're going to put some G101 on there, and that will get it off. Alright, see you in a bit. Alright, so I've done the driver's side, so we've got that done as best we can, and the pedals have all been cleaned along with the footrest. Obviously you've got to bear in mind, guys, this is an 18-year-old carpet, so that dirt in the corner there, without removing that footwell or the footrest, not footwell, footrest, it's going to be difficult. The only other stain I had trouble with was this yellow one here. Couldn't get that out. I tried it with the heavy duty stuff and the drill brush, but again that's not going to come out. So the only thing that can fix that, I suppose, is some carpet dye, and that would fix the other side as well. Again, something here which refuses to move. Now if you see white spots like here where I've just touched, that's not stains or anything, it's just a pile of the carpet, which is the word I was looking for before when I said shag. Shag pile, what's the difference? So yeah, this is still a little bit damp, just needs to dry out a little bit, but I'm sure you can appreciate that this is, I've done this bit at the back here as well, a damn sight cleaner than it was, and for an 18-year-old carpet she ain't too bad. So now I'm going to do the boot as far as I can. I'm not going to take, I'll show you, I'm not going to take everything out of the boot. I'm just going to do this half where these stains are here. I'm going to try and get this and this out. Anything past the subwoofer is just going to have to, I can't be bothered. This should come out and be cleaned, but for the sake of just now, I can do this anytime. You know, I can do this anytime. The interior though, with the seats out and everything, so I'm just going to do this separately right now, very quickly. Shampoo, drill brush and wipe off, and then going to get started on the plastics. So door cards, dash, I'm going to be using some G101 mixture, which is in that bottle. Steam cleaner, a combination of everything. Once all that's done, we'll put some leather, we'll go and do the front seats, steam clean those, then we'll put leather care on the front seats, the rear seats, and then we'll put some dashboard cleaner spritz, auto finesse spritz dashboard cleaner on, and we should be good to go on the interior. And then tomorrow, engine bay. Engine bay is in serious need of doing because, yeah, paint shop left it in a mess a little bit, but we can fix that very easily. Alright then, see you in a bit. Alright, interior done. So let's see, Hoover shampoo on the carpet. I've gone round the plastics with G101 diluted all the way around, steering wheel, which, well, I'll show you that in a minute, doors, and then after that obviously did the boot, which I'll show you in a minute, and well, it's not obvious, but I did the boot, and then went round all the plastics again with some proper stuff, spritz. Yeah, I'll show you this in a second. Okay, so basically we've got all the dashboard cleaned, every bit of plastic, everything underneath, all this to the best I can get it to. I did the carpet in the boot only up to the sub forwards. I had a green stain here, we had a great big yucky stain here, but as you can see that is shampooed out very nicely, thank you very much. Okay, so back round here then, again tackled the rear quarter here, all of this, and then everything inside the ashtrays, inside the ashtray in the front there, which the car's got the smoker's package on, what can you do? This grey stuff, you know what it's like, guys. It's got this coating on it that peels. It's horrible. And then you've got the cheap grey plastic which you get under here, which chips away to be black, so we'll have to see if we can get some paint on that. And also that happens here on the armrest, you get the same thing. So again, maybe have a look at that at some point. Cleaned out all in here, even took the rubbers out and cleaned all under there, so there's no scum line around the top there. That's all been cleaned inside. Gear gaiter, need to go over the gear knob again. All the switch gear here has been done. Now when you use G101 with a magic eraser, any filth is going to get pulled out. You can see here, look, I didn't want to go too far in it because I don't know whether I'm taking the actual print off or whether this is dirt that is still yet to come off. Maybe you guys can answer me. If I keep pressing on this and keep going at it, will this eventually come off and end up like the rest of the wheel, or what? Yeah, door cards all done. So now obviously we know there's a couple of stains on the carpet because I mentioned that already, so we've got, you know, a couple of stains there. And the next thing is to use the leather cleaner on the back seat, but I'm not going to do that until I clean the front seats, which are in the garage. I'm going to do those, and also the carpets. So I'm going to leave the car open just in case there's any well, not just in case there's any, but just to let any dampness on the carpets, which I think the carpets are dry, to be honest, but I'm going to let the warm air in just to make sure that those carpets are as dry as they can possibly be. So my next step now is to clean the seats. I'm going to use a little bit of steam clean and a little bit of I don't want to use G101 on this, but I'm going to use some leather cleaner on that. Then I'm going to drill brush the mats, shampoo them in the same way I did the carpets. They're all double layered except for the driver. I've got 2 mats on each one. So the thing is, when the mats go in, all that carpet I shampooed, you're not going to be able to see it, but it's not really the point, is it? And yes, I'm going to make sure the underneath of the mats are clean before they touch this floor. Yeah, and then that's it. So I'm going to make myself a cup of tea before I do that, and I'll take it from there. Right guys, nearly there. Got the seats cleaned. I used, here it is, Autoglym leather cleaner, and then I followed that up with this because it smells of strawberry yogurt. Mcguire's Mirror Bright leather lotion. Now these seats are a little bit worse for wear. The passenger seat is not too bad for 18 years old, as you can see. It's come up okay. I'm sure if I took this to some upholsterer professionals, they'd be able to do a better job. But it's getting to the end of the day now and I can't dwell too much. This, however, is the driver's seat, and thus has a lot more wear. We have just cracking as usual on a aged seat, but it's this on this side which is annoying because it's just discoloration. It's not dirt. I've used every dirt cleaner known to man on there. Same in here as well. I might have a go at the steam cleaner with that, because I can't determine whether this is just dirt in there or if it's just general wear and tear. And as you come round to the side, you can see it's pretty bad there. Doesn't feel too worn or anything, but and then we've got stitching coming away at the top. So nothing that decent upholsterer couldn't handle, but I know that they don't come cheap. And yeah, I could have the seats. Okay, sorry, my phone storage got full, so I got cut off. Where was I? Yes, I'm sure that an upholsterer can not only re-dye the seats to a nice grey again. I might be able to do that myself even, and then fill in these cracks. I've never done it before, but yeah, so I'm sure they've got stuff to fill in the cracks and then just re-dye. How hard can it be? I would want to get some quality dye though. I don't want it where if I'm sitting on it, you know, and I'm sweaty or whatever, that I'm going to start getting dye on my clothes. So I'm going to want some really good stuff if I'm going to attempt this. But yeah, they're salvageable, you know. The only thing is I don't think I can't restitch that. But that's not the end of the world. That can be fixed. But hey, that's an 18-year-old driver's seat. God knows how many times people have been in and out of that. So, okay, so there's a couple of things left to do. I just need to run the spritz, which I'll show you now, on the plastic stuff, and the switches, make it all clean. Just give the rails a quick clean as well before they go in the car. All this, just make sure it's all nice and clean, and then that's it. Just a case of lifting these seats back over to the car, and then it can go in. So what I used on the dashboard and door cards as well, after I used diluted G101, is this stuff, Auto Finesse spritz, and it smells nice and it works pretty well actually, and it doesn't leave a fake shine on your dash, which, let's face it, it looks, if you have a really shiny dash, it looks friggin' awful. It's not for me, let's put it that way. It's not for me. But this stuff is, I like it. You know, when you run out and you buy the same stuff again, rather than try something else, that's when you know it's pretty decent stuff, I suppose. The Autoglym products I've been using so far have been good, and yeah, it's been a solid day today. I think I'm coming on to about 6 hours now, maybe 5-6 hours, something like that. Yeah, so I reckon there's another hour in this yet, finishing off these seats and then getting them in the car, getting them mounted. As for the exterior, I don't know, it depends. It's going to be good weather tomorrow apparently, so maybe I'll give the car a quick wash. I'm not going to give it a detailing on the outside, but just a quick wash, dry, and maybe some quick rub it over with some, not rub it, but you know, go over it with some quick detail, dress the tyres, and clean the engine bay, maybe for tomorrow. Alright, let's finish up these seats and get them in, and blammo. Alright guys, that's it. The seats are in, the mats are in, and we are done. I think it's been about 6 hours, I don't know, it's maybe 7, but I've taken my time. Yeah, it's pretty crap, that, isn't it? I mean, 18 years of people getting in and out, with their sweaty asses. It's not me. It was like that when I bought it. So she's clean. She's clean. All done. Everything inside here. Dashboard. Everything. I think I've already been through all that. But yeah, okay. Did the boot as well, which was cool. And yeah, there's on every, apart from the driver's side, there's 2 mats, you know, double protection. But look at the carpets now, look at that, absolutely beautiful, really nice. So it's fair to say that most of what I've shampooed and cleaned today, carpet wise, isn't visible because either the seats are on top of it or the mats are on top of it, but it doesn't matter. I know that the entirety of this car now is clean, proper clean, not just hoovered, but proper clean. And yeah, door cards. Put my tissues back in there. You never know when you need some of those, right? Not for that. Anyway, okay, that's end of day for me. Going now to get something to eat, and tomorrow, if the weather is favourable, which it looks like it's going to be, then I'm going to give this car a quick wash down. Nothing major. Got the back windows open, so I'd better close those. And then do the engine bay, because the engine bay is in real need of cleaning after coming back from the paint shop. Alright, so I'll catch you guys later. Thank you for watching. See you next time. Right, well that's the engine bay of the Clubsport done. It's so clean now you could eat food off it. And just to prove I'm a man of my word, I will do just that. I will eat food off this engine. Lovely.